It is predicted that Israel and the U.S. will bomb Iran on June 9th, 2025. The date that this video is posted proves that these predictions are being made ahead of time, as do these time-stamped emails and forensic notes PDF documents. If you are skeptical for some reason, please email me and I will forward these to you. All right, one last brief explanation here for how June 9th is known ahead of time to be the date it is predicted that Israel and the U.S. will bomb Iran. Again, this email was composed on April 28th to confirm this prediction is being made ahead of time. This last reason here, President Truman had nuclear bombs dropped on Japan to end World War II. On July 8th, 2022, God used the USS Truman aircraft carrier for a prophetic sign that symbolized nuclear bombs being dropped. A fighter jet was blown off the deck of the carrier and dropped to the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea. That happened on July 8th, 2022. In the 1960s, the U.S. accidentally dropped a nuclear bomb into the Mediterranean Sea that did not detonate. The bomb was later retrieved from the bottom of the sea, as was the fighter jet, later retrieved from the bottom of the sea on August 3rd, 2022. So there's lots more to this sign here. The retrieval of the jet. I've made videos about it before. Also, what's prophetic too is this incident during the Cold War when the bomb was dropped into the Mediterranean, the nuclear bomb, and its retrieval. It involves the first black African-American dive master in the U.S. Navy, for which there was a movie made starring Cuba Gooding Jr. I think the name of the movie is Men of Honor or something. Men of Honor or something like that. Anyway, so what I'm saying here is that there's this incident when the jet fell off. This was a precedent. The reason why I'm not explaining this any more than what I just have, because I've explained it already in other videos. Second of all, I don't remember all of the information. It's not possible to remember not even close, all of the information, because you have no idea how much information there is regarding God's true big picture of signs, patterns, and connections, which is only being explained on this channel. And but all of this is for the purpose here in this explanation as a second witness, as a precedent for what I'm about to explain here, which is this incident on April 28th, 2025. All right? So just recently, on April 28th, another fighter jet fell off the deck of the USS Truman. Again, the USS Truman is symbolic of nuclear weapons because Truman dropped the bombs on Japan to end World War II. That's why the jet fell off the Truman into the Mediterranean, where a nuclear bomb fell into the Mediterranean, okay? Now, on April 28th, though, another jet fell off the deck of the USS Truman in the Middle East into the Red Sea and dropped to the bottom of the sea. The word bomb is equal to 32 in simple English gematria. The jet fell off the USS Truman exactly 3 times 2 weeks before it is predicted that the U.S. will drop falling bombs on Iran's nuclear energy and weapons facilities on June 9th. So let me just repeat that. The jet fell and dropped to the bottom, right? It was symbolic of nuclear weapons dropping because, again, of Truman. Because of the symbolism in the name Truman, and also the parallel with the bomb that was dropped into the Mediterranean. That was all this backdrop to this prophetic sign that established the significance of it. This is how God's signs works. he has to develop these signs over years to tell these stories. In other words, we wouldn't be able to recognize this sign on April 28th had it not been for this research and backdrop with this other prophetic sign. And all of what I just said here didn't come in one day. It took a long time to then figure out that there was this other episode in the 1960s when a bomb was dropped, a nuclear bomb was dropped at the bottom of the Mediterranean. And oh, wait a second, that sounds like the jet that was dropped to the bottom of the Mediterranean off the Truman, and on, right? Well, all of that served to buttress this sign right here. And this sign wouldn't be possible without the background. So that's why God develops these trails of signs for years, in order to tell these stories which convey the essential, important knowledge and information that everyone needs to know. Now, what does everyone need to know? Well, ultimately, one needs to know about what's coming, which is the opening of the bottomless pit, which will be symbolized with the pits being opened in Persia, Iran. As I've explained in the other videos, if you're watching this in the format where each paragraph is broken up, or earlier in this video, which will be all of these paragraphs put together in the same video. Okay, so that's where, so it's, you see what I'm saying? It's all a big picture. It's all interconnected. It's all one. Just like the Bible. It's all interconnected. You can't take one part out of the Bible. All of it references itself. It's not linear. It's three-dimensional. It's four-dimensional, really. So, okay. So again, we have the understanding regarding jets falling off the USS Truman, right? Now, on April 28th, another jet fell off the Truman and dropped to the bottom of the sea. And the word bomb is equal to 32. In simple English gematria, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, as is the name Obama, by the way, Obama. And the jet fell off the Truman exactly 3 times 2 weeks, which hints at 32, obviously, before it is predicted that the U.S. will drop bombs that will fall on Iran's nuclear energy weapons facilities, right? Again, the nuclear energy weapons facilities is what's symbolized with the nuclear bomb that fell to the bottom of the Mediterranean, as well as the jet that fell off the Truman, because Truman is symbolic of nuclear bombs. By the way, it's an F-18, and that's 6 plus 6 plus 6, hinting at the Antichrist. Like I said, there's much more information to all of this, but there you have it. A superficial, surface level explanation here, like I said, would be the case. And again, this sort of explanation cannot be concocted in one's mind, which is why when the prediction comes to pass, you are a fool if you think I did this for all sorts of other dates and just got lucky. I mean, there's not a word for you. The adjective fool doesn't encompass it because it's spiritual. I mean, it really is. Stubbornness isn't it. You do not like God. You are choosing Satan. You are on your way to hell. Right? This should be clear when the prediction comes to pass. You want to make up some excuse as to how this doesn't prove God? Good luck to you. I've done my best. You do not want the God of the Bible to be true. Fair enough. That's the choice people have been given in this life. This is merely the scratching the surface of the reasons for how this prediction is known ahead in advance. For more information, please visit Odyssey, spelled ODYSEE.com, or rumble.com video channels named Asteroid Prediction. And also read the website trumpprediction.com or asteroidprediction.com.